Good evening, my fellow content creators and all you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be the hard truth about being an auto mechanic and the hardships that we endure. It's not just us, it's the whole business. That's the shitty part, because no one ever talks about it. And if we do talk about it, we just sound like we're complaining or we're ungrateful for having jobs. But in reality, it is really difficult to be an auto mechanic nowadays with the advent of having so many different types of videos to teach you how to work on your own car on the internet, because people like me and there's so many different content creators out there who make it relatively easy to fix your own car. So why would you decide to take your car to an auto shop for something, I wouldn't say major or minor, but in between? If you can change your air and your cabin filter yourself for a quarter of the price, or you can do a brake job for about half the price, why would you bring your car to an auto shop anyway? The reasoning is because most people either don't have the tools or lack the equipment to be able to do the thing proficiently, if you will. Everybody can do their own oil change, but do you really want to go out and buy yourself a jack stands, all these tools, all these different pieces of equipment to be able to do your oil change when you can pay someone else to do your stuff for you? And the other issue is, for myself, one, being a mechanic, and two, creating content in the automotive space, there's so many different people critiquing your videos. And that's not a terrible thing to have, but it's also not healthy for your brain to have that much negativity flying around. Now, you're gonna have some positive videos, you're gonna have a lot of negative comments in videos, but you just kind of have to power through. Because if you do something wrong on a car, that group of people working on or who own that vehicle are going to call you out no matter what. The people who want to actually watch those videos and learn something, maybe you know a new way of doing it. Maybe you have an easier way of doing the service that people take forever to do. I use YouTube to look up certain things, and I know the people that I work with use YouTube to fix some of the cars, because not everything is an everyday occurrence. But over time, you do definitely learn which vehicles have certain problems, which vehicles need certain services at work at certain times. A while back, I had posted a video about a timing belt or a timing chain on a Ford, and you had to have specific tools to do it. In the end, we ended up shipping it to another shop because I just didn't have the ability or the knowledge to do that work. So it is also extremely difficult to convince people to buy things for their vehicles. Now, every single car that I look at, I treat like it's a basic vehicle inspection. I check the tires, check the filters, wipers, all the basic stuff. And I do stray away from a lot of the major services, because most of the time it's less of a headache to just do the basic stuff and try to make easy money than it is to say, all right, I want to do a 15-hour job, or a job that calls 15 hours, and then that thing be a problem in the future. Suspension work is great. steering, suspension, drivetrain work. It's all great work and preventative maintenance. But again, convincing people to pay that extra money to have their car run properly is difficult. But that's the other thing too, is if you don't write the stuff down, if you don't acknowledge the things that are broken on people's cars, then they're eventually going to come back and be like, well, why didn't you tell me about this? Nobody wants to hear things are broken on their car until something's broken, and then they want to place a blame. Like, well, why didn't you tell me this in the first place? It was told to you. People that have bald tires, in North Carolina, we do the safety inspections and the emissions inspections. But when we do safety inspections and we fail people's cars because a strut is blown out or tires are bald, because you can fail for so many different things here in North Carolina. And people are like, why did I fail? Well, this. Well, it shouldn't fail for that. But it does. We didn't make the rules, but it does. So, I love being an auto mechanic. It's just the toll it takes on my mind and the hardships that people go through as being an auto mechanic. It's not for everybody. It's not for the faint of heart. But if you made it this far in the video, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate everybody that comes here. And if you enjoy my videos, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, comment, share it with your friends, and hit the like button. I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, deuces.